Today on Dr. Phil, it's the classic case of he said.
You say that she hits and punches you.
She said.
My husband has turned into a psycho.
Are you afraid of him?
I'm very afraid of him.
But with so much at stake.
Did you twist Sonia's arm and force her to the ground twice while she was pregnant?
The truth needs to come out.
I don't remember twisting her arm.
Are those things true or are they not? Somebody is lying here. This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
If it matters to you, that's what I want to talk about. Are we ready in the booth? Let's do it. I recently received a letter from a woman asking for my help for her brother and sister-in-law who are in a situation that has me very concerned. Now, Krishina wrote the letter, and she's here, and I want you to listen to some of it, if you would. Krishina, would you read the letter?
Dear Dr. Phil, I'm reaching out to you to appeal for your assistance, guidance, and intervention. My brother and sister-in-law are in a marriage that is in unimaginable shambles. Both of them are so angry about so many things. They are immensely disrespectful to one another and allow their children to consistently hear their horrific exchange of words. I'm beyond hope sometimes in thinking that this monstrous situation can never be changed. Thanks for listening.
All right, well, I'm glad you wrote the letter. I'm sorry that you needed to. Now, are you aware of any physical violence that's going on?
No.
Now, Krishina's brother Lawrence and his wife Sonia are backstage right now. From what they've told us, things are much worse than I think you're aware. Let's take a look.
I'm afraid of my husband. Lawrence isn't the man that I married. We fight all the time.
Sonia can argue 24/7.
My husband will always start the fights.
She's very combative, and she instigates a lot of fights, and she'll push my buttons.
Lawrence calls me every name in the book. Idiot, bitch, fat ass. He's, yelled you to me in front of the kids. I've been called a and
Sonia's called me a loser.
Oh my God, this is a freaking nightmare.
Lawrence is violent. Lawrence has punched holes in our armoire, doors. He has broken skateboards.
Sonia's broken 2 laptops and a big TV. She gets very violent. She's hit me multiple times.
When I'm violent towards Lawrence, I'm trying to protect myself and the children. I explode, and I'm violent towards him.
I'm not violent. I'm just responding to what Sonia's actually doing.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it? When I was pregnant, twisted my arm and forced me to the ground. And I just sat there and I'm like, do you realize what you just did? You just threw me down and I have a child in my stomach. And no response, nothing.
Total fabrication. I didn't throw her down when she was pregnant. She gets in my face and pokes me. She'll knock your hat off. She'll spit on you.
I would get that out of my face because I'm really just going to get upset.
I've had to run away and lock myself in a closet just so I could get away from her.
Once when we were at a hotel,
She grabbed the laptop and threw the laptop against the wall.
he pushed me. I fell over the bed. I'm hitting him and he's twisting my arms. And I mean, it was just a nightmare. He just went stomp on my stomach and stomped my stomach. And I was like, I couldn't breathe. This whole thing happened in front of the kids. The neighbors in the next hotel room ended up calling the police. They arrested Lawrence.
I ended up staying overnight in jail.
The whole incident made me feel like a huge failure.
Well, I didn't feel good about it. I was embarrassed.
I felt like someone was my fault, but I felt lost, like I do most of the time. My husband has turned into a psycho. I'm afraid that his violence may escalate.
Okay, now you guys just sat here and watched this with you saying things that were going on and your comments. What's your reaction to this?
I don't feel like I'm abusive person. I'm surprised what she's has said about me and being afraid of her, being afraid of me.
Are you afraid of him?
Yes, I'm very afraid of him.
You're afraid of him. Let's just be very clear about this. I want to be as crystal clear about this as I can. So I want you to be as honest as you can. And Lawrence, let me say up front, I'm not here to throw you under the bus. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you both. I want this situation to be better, but you got to own what you do. And,
right.
and let's start this way. I'm going to go through a list. You tell me if these things are true. But I want to start this way, and let's take out the labels for a minute. Let's take out abuse. Let's take out violence. Let's just talk about the actual acts and behavior themselves, whether they occurred or whether they not. Because you may have a different yardstick for measuring some of this than I do. Did you kick Sonia in the stomach during a fight at a hotel?
No, I didn't kick her. Basically, what happened was I was on the other side of the hotel. She wanted to communicate. I was on my laptop. She came over there and got aggressive. Took my laptop. I tried to get out of the door. She was in the way of the door, and I pushed her, which was not right, and I ran out the door.
So you pushed her. You say you pushed her. Would that be wrong?
Yeah, terribly wrong.
Okay, you say he kicked you.
Yes, he kicked
Okay.
me.
Okay, would that be wrong?
That would
if
be
you
wrong.
kicked her in the stomach. Now, we obtained the police report for the incident that took place at the hotel. Now, according to the police, you were arrested for 5th-degree domestic assault.
Right.
You were placed on probation for a year, and then the charges were dropped. And you admitted to the police that you were drinking. In fact, you blew a .05, I think, at the time, according to the police report. And they found physical evidence of an altercation. Now, Sonia had red marks on her chest. Her shirt was stretched and ripped. And you had a small scratch on your chest and a small cut on the inside of your upper lip.
Right.
Things got violent.
Right.
So you deny that you kicked her in the stomach. Now, look, we have to be honest here. We have to be honest. If I'm going to help you and your family, and I am committed to do that, trust me when I say that, I'm committed to do that. We have to be honest. You cannot embellish and exaggerate, and you can't deny bad choices made at the time.
Right.
Now, are you telling the truth that he kicked you in the stomach?
Yes, I'm telling the truth.
Okay. Now, one of you's lying.
Okay.
Somebody's lying here. You were both there. Nobody knows what happened but the two of you. Is she lying?
I did not kick her in the stomach. And the reason why I threw her on the bed, if I wouldn't have tried to get out of the door, it would have got worse, and she would have been more bad.
Okay, I understand you have a justification for it, but you admit that you threw her on the bed.
Yes, I
You
did.
physically imposed your size and your will, and you threw her on the bed. Yeah. But that's the fact, right?
Right.
You two stand up.
Yeah.
Who's going to win this fight? Are you going to win a fight with her better than you're going to win a fight with somebody your own size?
Right.
I mean, we're both guys, both got male musculature. So you and I, it's a different balance of power than between you two, right?
Right.
So on its face, that's wrong.
That's definitely wrong.
If I take you and throw you because I can, I'm imposing my will on you. True?
Right. You're absolutely true.
So you're bigger, you're stronger, you're more powerful.
All right.
True?
Right.
I'm just asking the facts. I'm not asking you to judge it.
No, you're right. Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's abuse I'm just saying, is that a fact that you can impose your physical will on her? Because when I said that, you went, oh, man.
No, I said it was right. I said that's true and that's a fact. It is.
Okay,
It's a
so
fact,
we can agree on, okay, sit down. Thank you. Did you twist Sonia's arm and force her to the ground twice while she was pregnant?
No. What do
And
you
I
mean
know this
twist
was a
her
good
arm?
while ago, but think back.
Did I twist her arm and force her to the ground?
Twice
Twice.
while she was pregnant.
If she said I did, I guess I did.
That's a cop-out. You either did or you didn't.
Well, I don't remember twisting her arm. If she's actually saying that I did, 10 years ago, then I guess I probably did then.
Now, according to Sonia, you've called her, and I apologize for the language, bitch, fat ass, the word, an idiot, and that you've done this in front of the children, parents, and friends.
I have used some bad language in front of the kids, which is totally wrong.
So would that be an accurate list that I went through? I'm not saying it's one you're proud of, or that you would want to do.
I've used several derogatory words against Asanya around whoever is around.
So that would be true. Have you kicked doors in?
No, I haven't kicked the door in, but I've about a year ago I actually punched our armoire and I actually put a hole in that.
So you punched a hole in the bedroom furniture. You say he's kicked doors. Did you break your golf clubs in half?
Actually, I think I did break my arm. Yeah, about 4 or 5 years ago, I think I did break all my golf clubs in half. Yeah.
And how about the kids' toys? Have you gotten frustrated and broken the children's toys before? Did you snap your son's skateboard over your knee because you were claiming he wasn't listening?
I have broke my son's skateboard.
On purpose, to make a point?
I think it was actually, because, that was a way of, it wasn't an accurate way, but that was actually a way I was disciplining him, yeah.
Okay. I'm not asking what that equals. I'm just asking if those things happened. And with the exception of whether you kicked her in the stomach or just threw her on the bed, you say you have done those things.
Right.
Okay. Now, you say there's two sides to this story, though, that, she's not a little angel sitting on the side saying, gee, golly darn, wished you hadn't done that, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because you say that she provokes a lot of this and that she is actually very violent and confrontive herself.
She is very violent.
Okay.
Yes, she is.
Well, so we're going to talk about that. Now, Sonia says Lawrence violated her in a way that she can't believe. We're going to talk about that next, and we're going to talk about what Lawrence says about his wife. We'll be right back.
Her sex life is very stressful. Lawrence is constantly wanting sex. It's not about love, it's about how can I get Sonia to have sex with me tonight.
Today on Dr. Phil, will the new year bring changes for a wife who's gained over 100 pounds?
You're saying you're ashamed to take this woman out?
I don't want to be seen with her in public.
You're incredible.
A playboy faced with an ultimatum.
Usually I date 5 to 10 women at the same time.
If you want to continue seeing me, all the other women have to go.
Are you willing to do that?
And a single woman looking for
a guy that has a Steve Harvey sense of humor.
Nobody's that good.
This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
If it matters to you, that's what I want to talk about. Are we ready in the booth? Let's do it.
Go, Dr. Phil.
All right. Well, Happy New Year. Well, it's 2011 and the first Monday of the new year. Now, I know it's resolution time, but not for my guest today. It's actually their loved ones who are turning them in and trying to make them make drastic changes starting right now. Now, 2011 isn't the only number that is significant today. Take a look at these. 100. That is the amount of weight that Michael says his wife Allison gained during her pregnancy. 2 is the number of weeks Natasha says she's giving her boyfriend Sean to commit to her, or she's going to kick him to the curb. We'll talk to them later. But first, 10. That is the number of years that Marcia hasn't had a date. But her daughter Adia is vowing to get her one in the new year instead of waiting for, as her mother says, God to deliver the perfect man right to her doorstep. Take a look.
I cannot remember when the last time I went on a date.
I think that my mother's very picky when it comes to selecting guys.
He would be a man of faith, funny, fit, taller, independent, have his own car. He would not be living at his mother's house. Not just any man will do. The ultimate would be a man who carries a handkerchief. I am just very impressed with a man who carries a handkerchief.
My grandmother suggested that my mom go on eHarmony.
He wants to date, but nothing serious. I've tried online dating, and the man that I was talking with name was Jaden. Come on, whose name is Jaden in my age group?
My mother says that she wants a man, she wants to find love, but she does not want it to be a full-time job because she already has one.
I am waiting for the perfect man to knock on my door and say, here I am. I usually tease my daughter and say I want him to say, here I am, the Lord sent me, but I'll go with here I am, Dr. Phil sent me.
Okay, now, do you want a man?
Yes, I do.
You do? Why?
Yes, I do. Because I'm in a perfect stage in my life. We could travel. I'm not raising children. My children are raised.
Yeah.
I want a companion. I want to share my life with someone.
Okay, so you actually want someone to share with.
I do.
And you want it for the right reasons. Do you believe her?
No.
No? You were looking real skeptical over there. Why do you say no?
I don't, because she doesn't want to do what it takes to find a man. So how can you
Well,
want
Dr. Phil,
something?
what am I supposed to do? I don't want to go out to clubs. That's not me. I don't want to look at every man, like every man in the audience, and say, is he available? Is he available?
And I think she should.
Well, let's take a minute here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Anybody strike your fancy out here? We can check them out. No. I won't ask you to do that.
I've already seen 3.
But you can't. Which 3 did you pick out?
There's a gentleman right here in the front row.
Okay,
I don't
this
know if
guy
he's
right
married,
here.
but you know.
Are you married?
Oh, well, no. No good.
No,
and then there's
okay.
a guy right here. You married?
Where? Who? Which one?
Oh, see, he's not married, Mom.
Which one?
Right here in the leather coat, right there.
Leather coat? Stand up. Let's look you over here. All right, that's a good-looking guy here. Okay, so that's one, but you're not married? No? What's your name?
Farouk Abunga.
Farouk Abunga. Could we call you Bob? Okay. All right, you're kind of young. How old are you?
35.
35?
He's legal.
No, wait,
He's
wait,
legal.
wait, no. That's way too young.
What do you mean he's legal?
He's legal. My mom can be a cougar. I'm okay with that.
So, could you be a cougar?
I could, but not 25.
Not 25. Okay. Well, let's take a review of your list of requirements for a potential mate, because this seemed like a pretty steep hill to climb. Can't be younger than 55 or older than 65, so it's a pretty narrow window. Outgoing and energetic, okay.
Yes.
Wants to go dancing or listen to jazz. Can't have more than one ex-wife. Must have independent, grown children, if any. Christian, financially secure. Must carry a handkerchief.
Well,
Must be taller than her when she's wearing heels. Must be willing to move around the country with her. Easy on the eyes, tall, dark, and handsome. Must open doors, must walk her to the door, but not expect to come in. This isn't a dog. Stay. Stay. Flowers, got to be spontaneous, must take charge, make plans, loyal, trustworthy, and caring. Oh, it is a dog. Okay. Does not live with his mama. It's got to have his own car and a house.
yes.
So you don't want a flake.
Right, and I don't want an old man either.
You don't want an old man? Okay.
I want him to be breathing and energetic and ready to do things.
She doesn't want somebody on their deathbed.
Well, no, of course not.
And I think my list is something that every woman wants.
All right. Now, Marcia's sister, Mary, has tried many times to fix her sister up. Now, she's on the phone with us to tell us how these dates went. Was she a willing participant?
She was not a willing participant. I've tried to fix her up on several dates. She usually has a lot of excuses. The couple of dates that I did fix her up on, the first one, she went to visit where he was playing. He's a musician, and I thought they would be perfect together. He fell within her age bracket. But when she got there, she assumed that he knew exactly who she was, which he didn't. She put her phone number in his tip jar, so of course he didn't realize who it was.
But no,
and
hey,
she just
I kind of like that, though. You put your phone number in his tip jar? Did you say anything of that? I'm the girl you were supposed to meet today?
I put a little message in there with my name and my number.
Well, see, that's got a little mystery to it. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, but now,
Dr. Phil,
yes.
she put her number in there, but she never really approached him. She assumed that he just knew exactly who she was, and when she felt that he didn't know who she was, she left. She thought he wasn't interested.
All right, now, Marcia, you're kind of old-fashioned, right? You think a guy should approach a woman?
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And that was an effort to put my name out there with my number and give it to him.
Yeah, that seems to me like reasonable. But now, you understand that if you want what you want, you got to do something to get it, right? You got to get in a target-rich environment.
And I'm here,
Right.
Dr. Phil, how many guys are in this environment?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of women here.
But everywhere you
And
go,
Bob,
there's...
you've got a lot of women and Bob. All right, now, next, I sent a very good friend of mine. He's one of the funniest guys I know to give Marcia some critical dating advice right after the break.
When I retire, my plan is to move near my daughter so that I can see my grandchildren more.
I would like my mom to have her own life and find a man. I think that at 32, I'm more than capable of living in another city without my mother. Dr. Phil, I really love my mother, but I really don't want her moving around with me for the next 7 to 15 years.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I wanted to do a house call here, so I asked a really good friend of mine, who I think is one of the funniest people on the globe, Steve Harvey, to pay a surprise visit to Marcia to give her some hardcore dating tips. Take a look.
Hey, Dr. Phil, this is your buddy Steve Harvey, and I'm gonna see Marcia and Adia and see if I can't ask a couple of questions that might help you get to the bottom of all of this.
Steve Harvey.
Hey. Get your money. Hey. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
How are you?
Oh, I see you. I didn't know y'all was gonna be cute. Okay, so tell me exactly what's going on from your perspective.
From my perspective is I really want my mother to get out there and date. It's her time now, and I want her to make herself available, which she won't do.
Is it really true, though, that you want the guy to walk up to the door?
She wants him to ring the doorbell and say, "The Lord sent me."
Really?
That's what I tell her.
Ding dong, it's him, mommy, it's him. And everybody go running to the door, and you open it up, and Danny Glover standing there.
I'll take any one of them.
So when you first meet the guy, what are you looking for?
A guy that has a conversation. We can talk, you know. A guy that has a sense of humor. Maybe not a Steve Harvey sense of humor, but a sense of humor.
Nobody's that good.
I know.
So,
See?
he's gone. He's a wrap. It's a wrap.
know?
I'm here. That's it.
So I do have a sense of humor, but it's a dry sense of humor, so that eyebrow just went up.
Yeah, well, you just scared every man watching the show. I've got a sense of humor, but it's dry.
Okay.
That's very funny. I'm cracking up right now on the inside.
Can I speak for her?
No, I don't
Yes,
want
you
you.
can.
She wants somebody energetic who's willing to travel with her, willing to go places, doesn't want to just sit in a rocking chair and
That's
kind
fair.
of watch the grandkids.
That's fair.
You want somebody taller than you, even when she wears heels.
Right. Yeah, you want to look up to your man.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't want to kiss him
somebody
on
in
the top
shape.
of his bald head. Baby, come on. Baby, come on now. You don't want to do that?
No.
Okay. When you disarm a man with your personality, when you come out with it, when you're bubbly and really sweet, that draws a guy's attention.
Mm-hmm.
You could be pulling all types of guys out of the woodwork. You know, you have a great smile, you got pretty eyes, you take care of your hair, you got your makeup banging. You winning. Let's go. Let's put all this
So I'm
together.
halfway there.
You're 80% there.
Okay.
You quit tripping yourself out with your little crazy self. Just sitting over here going, I don't want to go out there. Quit saying that.
Okay.
I think all this information should help Dr. Phil kind of help you all out, you know, because it's pretty good at it.
Yeah, I think he is too.
So I think we'll find a match.
Steve Harvey said that I need to be more bubbly, more energetic, and I need to be open to new experiences. So I'm going to take that to heart, and hopefully Dr. Phil can expound on that with me.
All right, now, Steve Harvey is crazy.
Yes, he is.
He is crazy. But, you know, he actually has some common sense advice. He's telling you, you got to put yourself out there, right? And you're saying, I'm busy, I got a job, I don't need a job. It's not a job if it's fun. See, here's the thing to think about. You don't know that the next corner you turn, the next person you meet, the next person that steps up and says hello, might be the guy you've been looking for. I mean, isn't that kind of fun to have a little bit of the unknown out there where you can just kind of see what happens?
But it hasn't happened in 10 years, Dr. Phil. I've been turning corners every day.
No, you're not.
Phil,
You're,
she hasn't
listen,
been
you
turning
got to
anything.
put yourself in a target-rich environment. You got to decide, You got to decide where you can go to meet someone that it's not just like one in a million. They're not going to come to your front porch. They're not going to jump on the hood of your car and tap on the windshield and say, "It's me. I'm the guy." You got to, whether it's at church or you volunteer in a community arts group, or you go get in a tennis league, or you go take dancing. You do something where you get around guys. You got to be willing to put yourself out there.
I suggested speed dating. You know what she told me? Weirdos do speed dating.
Weirdos do speed dating. And you don't like this internet dating business?
No,
do you?
not at all.
Okay, why?
Well, first of all, the application was so long. It took me a long time to do the application.
But doesn't that tell you that they're doing their homework?
And then how do you know who you're talking to out there?
Well, okay. I got the solution for this, as Steve Harvey does. Okay, Steve, by the way, he's written a book that you need to read. All of y'all need to read this. He has a new book. It's called Straight Talk, No Chasers. See, the difference between people whose resolutions work and those that don't are people who actually sit down and make a plan. If you resolve you're going to do 5 things a month for the next 3 months, the chances of you meeting somebody goes exponential. You could do that, couldn't you?
I could do that.
Would she?
She won't. No.
I will. I will.
She won't. I said, "Mom, let's go bowling." I'm gonna chip my nails.
Okay.
I will, Dr. Phil.
Okay, you got to quit saying no and start saying yes. For all of you at home that are watching her, maybe you want to meet her. I don't know. But you're going to have to get through Steve Harvey and me. So if you're some kind of weirdo speed dater, don't even try. Okay, but you got to get busy, all right? You got to put yourself out there. And she's doing this for you.
Because she doesn't want me to travel around with her.
Well, she just doesn't want to be stalked by her mother.
Yes.
And I want her to be happy.
She wants you to have a life and be happy, and then you can come and visit.
Okay.
Okay? We'll work on that. All right. Next, a husband who is so embarrassed by his wife's weight that he refuses to be seen in public with her. We'll be right back.
I'm embarrassed to take Allison out to the movies, to go out to eat, to meet my friends because of the way she looks. This is my trophy wife that I remember.
I'm afraid that he'd cheat on me. I'm afraid that he'll go and find some toothpick to replace me.
Weight loss, you know, weight loss is one of the most popular New Year's resolutions out there. Everybody's going to take off the pounds they picked up over the holidays. But it's not Allison who resolved to lose weight. It's her husband, Michael, who insists that she return to being a size 2 trophy wife.
I'm embarrassed to take Allison out to the movies, to meet my friends because of the way she looks.
It makes me feel horrible that Michael's embarrassed of me. Michael and I have been married for 3 years. The biggest problem in our marriage is my weight.
Allison was 130 pounds, always working out. This is my trophy wife that I remember.
Now I'm a size 22 and I weigh 249 pounds. I gained 80 pounds in the last 2 months of my pregnancy from eating corn dogs, lots of corn dogs, and milkshakes and fries.
Allison's fat because she's lazy, because she doesn't want to put the effort to go to the gym. You said you wanted a bike, we got you the bike, and you said that the bike was too hard.
250 pounds on a bike, not comfortable. I've tried dieting and working out, and the weight just doesn't come off like it used to.
How's Emily doing?
Emily. My husband refers to my stomach as Emily. Michael calls me names a lot. He calls me chunky monkey, heifer, and hippo, and fat ass.
I do make comments just to make her feel bad about herself.
I'm afraid he'll leave me. I'm afraid that he'd cheat on me. I'm afraid that he'll go and find some toothpick to replace me.
Okay, this doesn't help.
No.
Do you think that this is actually helping her?
I tried helping her by giving her everything she wanted. She wanted an exercise bike.
Right.
Didn't work. She says it was too hard. Then she wanted the thing to attach back of the bike so my son can ride with her. Then didn't work. We ended up giving the bike away, brand new.
You call her Hippo, Chunky Monkey,
and
Fat Ass,
Heifer,
and Chubs.
Yep.
And your theory is this will shame her into doing it?
By doing that, I push her buttons on purpose and makes her feel bad about herself, so hopefully she'll do something about it.
How's that working for you?
Hasn't worked yet.
You couldn't do anything more wrong in sabotaging her for change if you sat down and strategized out how to keep her overweight. Is there a woman in this room that believes that calling you fat ass, chunky monkey, and hippo would say, all right, I want to make myself better for him? Is there anybody that believes that?
But it's been 4 years.
I don't care if it's been 40 years. The wrong solution doesn't fix the right problem. You may be right that she needs to lose weight. I agree you need to lose weight, by the way.
Thanks.
No, I do. I think there's a return to health when you lose weight. There are a number of things that will improve when you get down to what is for you an ideal body weight. And I seriously doubt that's a size 2.
I would like to get back there, but if I don't have any help, there's
but
nothing
he says
I can
he's
do.
helped you. He says he's helped you.
Okay, no.
He buys you
buying
stuff
things,
and
buying things, and then expecting me to be a full-time stay-at-home mom to our son, and then have time to keep our house looking like a hotel, and entertain my son, and have time to work out at the end of the day when he doesn't help me when he gets home from work is not possible.
Okay, you said, and this is a quote, you said, if I start crying, he says I should be losing weight so we won't argue.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so if he hurts your feelings, he says, again, just lose the weight and
then we're fine. Which I think is complete nonsense. I think that the weight's part of our problems, but I think that he needs to, be...
Are you attracted to her?
I'm
You're
not attracted to her at all.
You don't find her attractive at all?
I don't want to be seen with her in public. I don't want to. I take her out to movies late at night at reserved seating, so we just go in the theater and we can get out as soon as possible. I try to stay in my office as long as I can, so I don't have to come up with any reason to come out and hang out with her.
Yeah.
But
Are
I
you
think
all intimate? Are you sexually active?
Not really.
we used to have sex 6 times a day. Now maybe once a month.
You used to have sex 6 times a day?
Yes.
A lot.
A lot.
Well, no wonder you're just tired. I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around this. You're saying you're ashamed to take this woman out somewhere?
Yes. I like my trophy wife. When she was 130, when I met her, that's the person I fell in love with.
We literally went out and just did everything. And
Yeah, we did everything
had
together.
Fun.
So why have you stayed? I mean, if you're so ashamed of her, if she's so despicable and disgusting to you, why have you stayed?
Because we have a son together. He's 3 years old. I mean,
So that's it. You're just staying for the child.
I don't want to. I want my son to have a mother and father.
But for him, you'd be gone.
If it wasn't for him, I'll be gone. But if she would have listened to me from the beginning, she wouldn't be where she is. Because the doctor gave her a list, told her not to eat salt, not to eat pasta, don't eat fatty food. What did she ask? Corn dog. A box of corn dog in 2 days. And then instead of using ketchup, she puts the corn dog in the ice cream as a ketchup. She wants McDonald's. She wants a spicy chicken sandwich. She wants milkshake, large French fries. Those are the things I told her.
I was hungry.
She gained 5 pounds every month till she hit 7 months. And then she gained 65 pounds 1 month. The doctor said that's not healthy for your kid.
What do you weigh?
I weigh 200.
200?
Yes.
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health either.
I gained that weight for eating the junk you ate when you were pregnant.
There's a lot of women out there right now thinking, hey, I know how you could lose 200 pounds in a hurry. All right, I'm going to say what I think needs to happen here when we come back.
I no longer have the spark for Allison.
Before I gained weight, we were intimate 5 times a day.
Now we only have sex once a week.
When Michael and I have sex, he makes me feel like I'm a $10 hooker. Get it done and get out.
Okay. Do you have a question for me?
I want to know how to fix this. I want to
Fix what's this?
him, my weight, our marriage.
Do you have a question for me?
I would like to ask, where would I went wrong? What did I do wrong? I mean, I'm giving her everything she asked.
I'll answer that question. You want to know where you went wrong?
I mean, she wanted to buy
You are a big mouth, abusive bully. I'm being honest with you. Your behavior, what you're doing is abusive. Okay. Really, it's abusive, and it's not working. Are you willing to change your strategy and approach?
If it's going to help her lose weight, yes.
Okay. Do you acknowledge that what you're doing isn't working?
Yes.
Do you acknowledge just intellectually that it is abusive to call someone derogatory names and put them down?
I would say it's wrong because it's not working.
Okay, but you don't think it's morally wrong. You don't think it's emotionally wrong.
I think I do it just to push her buttons, and hopefully maybe she one day realized that she needed to do something
Okay,
about
well, in 4 years, it hasn't worked, okay? If you're beating your head against the wall for 4 years and the wall's not moving, you think, well, I got to try something different, right?
Yes.
I'm going to help you. I'm going to get you to what weight you want, because you don't like this either.
No.
But I'm going to do this for you, not for him. Okay. And here's your problem. When she does, then you're going to come scratching at the door again, and it's going to occur to her that, you know what? He's not interested in me as a person. He doesn't respect me as a woman. He doesn't acknowledge that I'm the mother to his child. He's just interested in me because I'm hot. She's going to resent you once she gets there. I mean, this is a beautiful woman, and she gained weight. She gained weight, and the catalyst to that gaining weight is she got pregnant having your child.
But it's 3 years since she has a child. And we have a 24-hour gym with every exercise equipment available to her.
Okay, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to butt out.
Butt out.
Seriously. It's not working, Michael. I have a plan. There's a new program that we're involved with. It's called the 17-Day Diet. And this book has become a wildfire in America. It's by Dr. Mike Moreno. It is a scientifically based diet that changes every 17 days. So you, A, don't get bored, and B, you don't get plateaued. And so this has 4 17-day phases that you go through. And in fact, to keep you from having to even make a decision, we'll make this as structured for you as beginning, we're going to give you a year's worth of food delivery from Bistro MD. Okay, this is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, here's what they do. They have the 17-day diet program in Bistro MD. So they will look at the phase you're in, and they will put together exactly the combinations of food that you're supposed to eat for 17 days. Then they'll shift gears for 17 days. Then they'll shift gears for another 17 days. And we'll keep running this cycle till you get where you're going.
Okay.
And you don't deserve anything. But because I think it would be good to support, we'll make it available to you as well, because you could stand to lose a few. Right?
Yes.
You said, all right. Now, I want to introduce you to Robert Reams right here. Now, Robert Reams is a trainer. He's a nutritionist. He's also an ambassador for Gold's Gym. And Gold's Gym has agreed to give you a free 1-year membership and a personal trainer that will be coordinated by Robert Reams to get you going over the next 6 months. Now, Robert, you got to break a sweat here, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? You know what it's like.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to working out at all. I love working out.
I think this is just about a little shift in momentum, get some rhythm going, and getting busy again like you did before.
So we're going to structure you with a membership to the gym, a trainer that will hold you accountable. And let me tell you, you don't show up, you're going to have him in your face. So we got a plan?
Yes.
And you're going to let Robert and me, the trainers, you're going to let them take over. Okay. All you got to do is just butt out.
Butt out. Got it.
Okay, easy enough?
Easy enough.
All right. He calls himself an international playboy. Can this womanizer be forced to commit to just one person in the new year? We'll see when we come back.
I haven't seen Sean for the last few months. I would like to see a commitment from him by New Year's.
I'm the type of guy that doesn't really like commitment. I'm the ultimate playboy. They call me the showstopper.
She knew he was a player and used to date 5 to 10 girls at a time. Now Natasha wants her boyfriend Sean to give up the other women and commit to her and her only. Take a look.
Hello, Dr. Phil. My name is Natasha. I haven't seen Sean for the last few months. I would like to see a commitment from him by New Year's.
I'm the type of guy that doesn't really like commitment. And I usually like to date about 5 to 10 women at the same time. I'm living the life every single guy dreams about. I'm the ultimate playboy. They call me the showstopper.
When I first met Sean, he presented himself as a playboy, arrogant, cocky, very into himself.
I am very well educated. I have traveled the world. I believe in having the whole package of beauty and brains.
He said at the beginning that he doesn't want a relationship. As I got to know him better, I saw a different side of him. I can definitely see Sean being serious with someone. My question to you, Dr. Phil, is Sean the right guy for me?
Okay, well, you're pretty proud of the way you turned out.
I've always been very independently happy and confident with myself. And I've always had the attitude that just because you're alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. Most boys, when they're growing up, they have these dreams of dating beautiful women.
Who are you talking to?
I'm sorry.
No, I just wondered if you were like selling this to the audience.
I'm very passionate about my views. I like to share it with a lot of people.
You don't want to settle down.
I'm not saying I'm completely opposed to settling down, but I've been very happily single for a long time, and it's worked for me, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So what do you think about this?
It worked for me for a while. I grew up and lived all my life with a lot of pressure that you have to be married, committed, traditional, and it didn't work for me.
But now
we've been seeing each other for a while. Our feelings are evolving, and I need to make a decision whether I'm going to continue seeing him or not.
Our feelings are evolving or your feelings are evolving?
Ours.
You in love with her?
I don't really like using the word in love with someone.
Are you in love with him?
I can't say that, but we do have feelings for each other.
Yeah.
What would the feelings be like? You really like him? Or
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And
But you're not in love with him?
I can't say that yet. No, it's too soon for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your question for me?
Does he have a chance to be committed, and can he change?
No. No. You have any other questions?
I think what he's... I could see through him. I think everything he's saying, those are just the walls he's putting around himself. Deep inside, he's just a sweet teddy bear.
He has told you from the get-go. He's not somebody that dates you and sneaks around and dates somebody else. You've been very forthcoming with the women in your life that you're not interested in monogamy right now. But let me tell you something. A committed relationship, whether you call it marriage, dated, living, whatever, is tough enough when two people are both highly motivated to get together. When there is a disparate level of desire to do that, it becomes exponentially difficult. You want it, you don't. And until those things come into sync, this isn't going to work for you. And if you're saying you've put in some time here and he either needs to kind of step up and be at the level you're at, or you need to move on, then don't say that if you don't mean it.
I mean it.
Then you need to move on. Because you're not willing to make the kind of commitment that she's looking for right now, true?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think she's just a beautiful, lovely person. Just being in a line of work where I've I'm around a lot of young models who are kind of airheaded and vacant and don't have much personality. Being with her makes me feel like I'm with a real woman, and she's just a wonderful human being, and I would hate to lose her.
Are you willing to give up all these airheads?
I don't know. Just because I've been very independently happy for a long time.
Let's take a break. When we come back, one of Sean's exes is here, and she has a warning for Natasha. We'll be right back. Well, I'm here with Sean and Natasha, and I don't know, maybe I'm seeing this too black and white here, because Sean describes himself as someone that doesn't feel the need to be plugged in and committed, although he says he's open to it at some point. It's been 1 year since they broke up, and Kaylin says that Sean is in no way ready to commit to one woman. Why do you say that?
He is very egotistical. I'm going to start there. And I heard you say something, oh, he's like a little teddy bear, and that's the mentality. As women, we want to fix people. We want to help them and nurture them, and you just see him as, oh, poor Sean. But when he starts feeling the actual feelings, he's going to get scared and he's going to push you away.
Okay. So you want what from him at this point?
I want you to make a decision whether you can commit to me or not. I'm not going to be seeing you anymore if you can't do that.
And define commit.
Monogamous. All the other women have to go.
And are you willing to do that?
I'm willing to do so for her, just because I think she's the most amazing woman I've ever met.
You seem like you're nervous. We're putting you on the spot here.
Oh, okay. You are putting me on the spot.
No, well, she is, not me. I'm not asking you to commit to me. So, do you believe the answer? The answer is yes, right?
Yes.
I think I
Will you keep us posted?
do. I will.
Okay, keep us posted, and you'll be honest with him, right?
Yeah, I'm very honest,
All
if
right.
nothing else.
Well, let's wish him the best. Let's wish him the best. Well, I want to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to Robert Reams, Gold's Gym, Bistro MD, Steve Harvey. We had a lot going on today, right? Now, Steve has a new book, Straight Talk, No Chasers. And you can pick up a copy of Steve's new book today in bookstores. So we have a plan, right?
Yes.
All right. Thanks for being here. So long.
Today on Dr. Phil, a 12-year-old boy accused of his sister's murder.
I didn't kill her.
Interrogated by police for hours until...
I did it. I'm the one who did that to Caleb.
But
This is a corpse confession.
You think they just bullied and coerced him?
is he innocent?
It was obvious that he didn't do this crime.
Thomas's DNA was not on anything.
Inside a murder confession.
Did you kill your sister?
No, I did not.
Why did you say you did it?
What happened in that room 6 years ago?
What did you whisper to your mother?
Now, a shocking twist to the story.
I believe my mother killed my sister.
His mother has denied it. In a Dr. Phil exclusive, she finally breaks her silence.
She has never given an interview about that night until now.
You killed your sister. I didn't kill her. I didn't. It'll feel a whole lot better if you just tell me. I didn't. God. I didn't kill her.
That was 12-year-old Thomas Codgel, who was being interrogated for the murder of his 11-year-old sister, Kaylee. Now, you just heard him say he didn't kill her. He said it passionately, and he said it 36 times that he did not kill his sister. How then did he go from that to this?
I did it. I'm the one who did that to Kaylee. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Did Thomas murder his sister Kaylee? Or was he forced to confess after hours of police interrogation? That's what we're talking about today. Did he or didn't he? Inside a murder confession. Now, according to court documents, this is what we know. At approximately 11:45 on August 7th, 2006, 35-year-old Melody Jones and her son Thomas found 11-year-old Kaylee lying on her bed with 2 plastic Walmart bags over her head. Her hands and feet were bound. Melody called 911 and police took both Thomas and his mother in for questioning. They separated mother and son and spoke to Melody first. Take a look at just a portion of her interrogation.
Tell me about last night.
We went in her room. Kaylee was laying there like her head was on her pillow up here and her feet were down here. There was Walmart bags on her head and I took them off because she couldn't breathe. And I tried to wake her up and she wouldn't wake up. I didn't know nothing. I didn't hear nothing last night. And she wasn't alive no more.
Did Thomas and Kaylee get along good?
Sometimes when she wasn't pissing him off.
Does he get mad easy?
Sometimes. That's why he's on medication. He's been having anger problems. I don't think he hurt her. He worries me because he holds things in though. Yeah. He don't sometimes when he gets mad.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like he gets this like blank look on his face.
When was this?
When he gets angry, that's when he goes to his room. He walks away, you know, because he's been taught that, you know, because I won't have no violence. It was a procedure to think it was the brother.
Well, we just have to eliminate everybody that we can. We'll need to talk to Thomas.
Okay.
And I would like to talk to him alone, if that's okay with you. We're nice guys.
I know.
After Melody gave police permission to talk to her 12-year-old son alone, Thomas' interrogation began. Here is again just a portion of the first 2 hours.
You know why you're here to talk with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us what happened.
6 o'clock, we went to the church service till 9. Then we left and came home. After that, Kelly got my mom a hug and kiss. My mom went to bed and I went out in the living room and read. And I fell asleep.
What time did your mom wake you up?
I don't really know. She got up at 6. I think she woke me up and sent me in my room.
Thomas, what do you think happened to your sister?
I don't know.
I mean, what do you think? I mean,
That she was
everybody has.
suffocated.
Why do you think that?
Because her hands and feet were tied.
How were they tied?
Don't know, and they're not. I couldn't get it undone, neither could my mom.
Why do you think she was suffocated?
Because she had a bag on her head, actually 2 of them.
Did you touch her or try to help her?
Well, my mom went in there and yanked the bags off my head.
Describe what she looked like.
She was all blue.
What'd you do then?
She said, Mom said, call 911. I went over there, picked up her hands and screamed because her face was all weird.
So her face looked all weird?
Yeah, it was all blue and her eyes were closed and she wasn't moving. So I went to find my mom's phone. My mom called 911.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. I think somebody might have broken in and suffocated her. I didn't see any evidence of anybody breaking in, just...
Well, Thomas, something obviously happened last night. And we don't see any evidence of anybody coming in, okay?
Okay.
Let me start by saying, we're here to help you and your mother, okay? And we got some things we got to work through. But you got to be flat honest with us.
I am.
So we can help you, okay?
Okay.
Thomas, we think that you might have possibly went in there last night. I think maybe y'all were role playing and it got out of hand or went wrong.
I wasn't forcing off my sister nothing. As soon as she went into a room to lay down, I didn't go in there again.
Never went in there again.
Never, not that night.
Thomas, I'm with the state police, and I've been kind of listening to some of the story that you've been telling.
Yeah.
So your sister died, and there was only 2 people in the house that could have killed her.
Okay.
You or your mother. That's the only way it can be, boy. There ain't no other way. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, she'd been dead about 6 to 8 hours when she was found.
Okay.
And that puts you awake at the time she was killed. I want you to tell me what happened.
Okay.
Will you do that for me?
Yeah.
Okay? You gonna tell me the truth this time? Did your mother kill her?
Okay, I know her.
You don't know. That would leave a man of normal intelligence to think what happened. What?
That I killed her.
That's correct. I really want to know why.
Why what?
Why you would kill your sister.
I wanted.
But you had to. If your mother didn't, that just leaves you.
Well, I didn't kill her. I know I didn't.
You know you didn't.
Yes, I know I didn't.
Well, then how did she wind up like that?
I don't know. I seriously don't know. I didn't kill her.
You killed your sister.
I didn't kill her. I didn't.
It'll feel a whole lot better if you just tell me.
I didn't. God. I didn't kill her. I did not.
Then who killed her? It had to have been you, son.
I didn't do it. I didn't kill my sister. I didn't kill her. Come on.
Well, I agree. She didn't deserve to die like that. And I don't know what your intent was. The only thing I want to know is why.
I didn't do it, eh? I didn't. I didn't kill my sister. Is there any way I can prove that to you?
It's going to be difficult.
I didn't do it.
And why are you crying for?
Because you're accusing me of something I didn't do. You accused me of killing my sister.
I said it was you or your mother.
I didn't do it. I didn't.
About 2 hours later, Thomas said he was hungry and asked for food. Now, the police turned off the recorder. 3.5 hours later, at approximately 10:30 p.m., the police turned the recorder back on, and Thomas' story changed.
If you would, let's just start from the beginning. What happened last night at your house between you and your sister that led up to where we are today, right now?
I was playing my video game, and then I heard some noise. I stepped out in the hall, and it came from Kelly's room. So I knocked on the door. She came in the house and said, "What?" I asked, "Turn down your TV, please." She said, "No, it's this little boy," and shut the door in my face. My frustration kept on building and building. Finally, I grabbed the trash bags, went into her room. She was asleep with the TV still on. So I put the trash bags over her head, and I held them there for a few minutes. I turned off the TV, went in the living room, and got the things tied to slow her down so she don't try to kill me. Tied her wrists and her hands and feet after pulling her arms out from under her. Then I went back and read.
And that's basically your story in a nutshell right there. You just got to a point where you wanted to what, make a point to her?
Yes. If she disrespects some people, it might be the wrong person if something bad happens to you.
Okay, so you're afraid she's going to come to, and she's going to hurt you. So you go to the living room?
Yes, sir.
And you get what?
The dog leash that's often on the table, and the cloth measure that's beside it.
What'd you do with the dog leash?
I tied it around her hands.
And this was all because she had disrespected you and made you angry. Were you trying to kill her?
No, I was just trying to teach her a lesson, not to disrespect people. And then I guess I held on to it back too long.
Your mom found her that morning. Did you realize then that she was dead?
Yes.
And how did that make you feel?
Shocked. Scared.
You didn't think she would die?
No.
You know that your mom is going to find this out.
Yes.
Would you like for her to come in now and tell her.
Okay. I'll do it.
I just wanted, for the record, that you did allow us to talk to Thomas. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thomas would like to talk to you. Yeah.
Okay, you understand? I did it. I'm the one who did that to Kaylee. It was an accident. I'm sorry. Okay? An accident? Yeah, because she kept on disrespecting me. I didn't want to kill her, Mom. I just wanted to teach her a lesson. She kept on disrespecting me and you. I'm sorry. She went back there. I love you. I love you too. I'm sorry.
Psychologically, some things bother me about this. That camera's off for 3.5 hours. And it's a completely different story after the camera's off. So what happened during that time and why turn the camera off? That bothers me. The fact that any parent would allow their child, particularly one having just gone through the trauma of finding out that a sibling had been killed, to go into a room with police officers or any authority figures and be interrogated is just beyond comprehension to me. Now, Thomas is here, and I'm going to ask him the hard questions next.
They started telling me that it was either me and my mom that had to have killed my sister. And I was telling them I didn't do it.
Well, I didn't kill her.
That was when they threatened me with the death penalty. I didn't want to die.
Well, today we're taking you inside a murder confession. Now, Thomas Cogdell was just 12 years old when he was interrogated for over 5 hours for the murder of his 11-year-old sister, Kaylee. Now, this happened without any adults present, no lawyer, no mother, no parent, no grandparent, nothing. Now, after repeatedly denying that he killed her, Thomas confessed to his sister's murder. Was he finally telling the truth, or was he doing what he thought was expected and would get him out of trouble? Here's what he says happened.
I think the worst thing that happened to me in my life would have to be losing my sister and waking up to find her. I was woke up by my mother saying we had a surprise for Kaylee, my sister. So we walked into my sister's room and she was laying on her bed and she was tied up, had bags over her head. And my mom started crying and screaming and hollering. So my mom told me to go get the phone. She called 911. She started screaming at them. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know she was dead. I was told to go to the police station. When my mom and I were in the interrogation room, she told me to protect her. I didn't know what it was supposed to mean. She just said to protect her because she was scared. They were asking me all these questions about how my life was. And then they started telling me that it was either me and my mom that had to have killed my sister. And I was telling them I didn't do it.
Well, I didn't kill her. I know I didn't.
You know you did.
Yes, I know I didn't.
I went to the police station to be with my grandson and represent him. They said, well, you're not even blood. I said, I was married to his grandparent. I'm still his grandparent. And they said, no, his mother gave us permission to talk to him, and that's all we need. And they threw me out of the police station. They pretty much worked him over.
I really want to know why.
Why what?
Why you would kill your sister.
I wanted.
And they kept telling me that it was either you or your mother.
There was only 2 people in the house that could have killed her.
Okay.
You or your mother.
And finally, I just broke down because they wouldn't believe me.
God. You didn't kill her.
I was extremely scared. And I had these strange men hollering, screaming at me, telling me that I've done something that I didn't do. I just found out my sister was dead just in that interrogation, and I'm alone.
It had to have been you, son.
I didn't do it. I didn't kill my sister. I didn't kill her.
I wasn't on camera. That was when they threatened me with the death penalty. That was when they hollered and screaming at me, saying I had to have done it. I didn't want to die. I originally confessed off camera, and then they helped me shape my story till they were satisfied that it would make sense.
In the tape, you can see where he tells his mom, yeah, this is a lie, but go along with it. I killed my sister. Now can we go home?
I did it. I'm the one who did that to Kaylee.
He had no idea that there was no way he was walking out of there.
When I finally confessed, it was just because I was tired and I was scared. I didn't know it would turn out to be a horrible decision. I just thought I could finally go home.
Thomas came to us in August of 2006. When they got here, he was just a pale, frail, 12-year-old, scared little boy.
My mother hardly ever came to see me. She came like 3 or 4 times. Then every other week she had an excuse. Her car was broke down. She couldn't find a ride. She had no gas. What obsessed me the most is I lost my sister and my mother in the same day. And it's just never been the same. I believe my mother killed my sister. I come to that conclusion just from what the cops are telling me. There was no forced entry. The medical examiner's report said there was consistent with the 280-pound person straddling her and suffocating her. And my mother was that weight. She had access, she had opportunity. I just don't see any other possibility.
Well, joining me now is Thomas, his grandfather Steve, and his attorney Dorsey Corbin. So thank you all for being here. And it's been a long time since you've seen that confession, I bet.
It has.
How do you feel as you, by video, are taken back into that room and kind of relive what happened there?
It makes me kind of angry that the police would do that.
Let me ask you straight up and get this out there straight away. Did you kill your sister?
No, it did not.
Did you do anything that led up to her death, intentionally or otherwise?
No.
Did you at any time tie her hands, tie her feet?
No, sir.
Did you at any time put bags over her head?
No.
A week earlier, 2 weeks earlier, a month, was that ever a part of your play or your interaction or teasing her or anything of the sort?
No.
Were your mother and sister fighting or arguing?
They were earlier when we were at the church. Because she was ready, my mother was ready to go, and my sister was out playing with her friends, and she didn't come when my mom called her. So they got angry, and my mom slapped her.
How hard did she slap her?
Hard enough to make her bust a lip.
What did you do when that happened?
I didn't do anything. It's pretty much normal.
Had she slapped you?
Yes, sir.
In the face?
Yes, sir.
When did you find out that your sister was actually dead?
At the police station.
Why did you say you did it? Why did you say you did it?
Because I was tired, I was scared. They wouldn't accept anything else from me, and they said if I didn't confess, they would give me the death penalty.
When did they tell you that? Because I watched all the tape and I didn't see that.
And that was when I was off camera, when they were feeding me.
So what did you say when they said that? How did you tell them okay?
He left the room. I said, oh, you can bring him back in here. I'll say I did it.
Still off camera?
Yes, sir, still off camera.
We saw what you ultimately said. How did y'all get to that story?
They kept giving me suggestions, different scenarios that would make sense, and I just picked the ones I thought they wanted to hear the most.
Now, Steve, while all this is going on, you've heard what's happened, and you go to the police station.
Yes, sir.
And you're raising all Billy hell out there, saying, I want to talk to my grandson.
Well, my niece helped the coroner collect my granddaughter's body. She came home and told me that Thomas was in an interrogation room with nobody. And I went to the police and said, that's not right. And they said, just get out. You're not a blood relative. And I said, I'm his grandfather. And they wouldn't listen to me or anybody else.
Dorsey, did they have the right to turn him away because he was not a blood relative?
In Arkansas, yes, sir.
So they had the right to turn him away?
Once the mother gave permission, that was it. We've been trying to get them to change the law so that if you have an adverse interest, you can't give permission for your child, because that kind of defeats the purpose.
So they go through this until you kind of get a story that they say makes sense, right?
Yes.
Okay, did you then rehearse it?
Yes.
Did you go through it? They said, okay, tell me?
Yes, sir. They made sure I had got it down and that everything was checked out.
And then what happened? They said, okay, let's go back in?
Yes, sir. Then we went back on camera and I gave my interrogation, or my confession.
There are two things I'm going to ask Thomas about after the break. First, why would Thomas' mother ask him to protect her? And what did he whisper in her ear when she came into the interrogation room after the break? Thomas Cogdill was just 12 years old when he says police forced him to confess to the murder of his 11-year-old sister, Kaylee. Now, his attorney, Dorsey Corbin, took his case all the way to the Supreme Court. The case was overturned. The confession was suppressed, and then the state never retried Thomas. But to this date, no one has been charged with the murder. No one has been convicted of the murder. There's been no resolution of Kaylee's death, correct?
Yes.
Thomas confessed to the murder of his sister. Then they said, you're going to need to tell your mother. So she comes in, and he leans over and whispers something in his mother's ear. Take a look at this.
Mom. Okay, you understand? I did it.
Okay. What did you whisper to your mother?
I told her not to worry, that what I was about to tell her was not the truth, and that they would not find any evidence to link me to what had happened, that I didn't do it.
And then you lean back and you say, understand? She says yes, and you say, I did it. And then she says, why? What did you think when she said, why? Why'd you do it?
I didn't know why she was asking me that after I just told her that I didn't do it.
Let's talk about what the medical examiner found in this.
I asked the medical examiner, was Kaylee's death consistent with a 286-pound person laying on top of her and holding her head into the pillow? The answer to that question was yes. He said in his confession that he had tied her hands and feet. Thomas's DNA was not on anything, neither the dog leash nor the tape that was used to bind Kaylee. So those things are all certainly evidence that he did not commit this murder.
Up next, our exclusive interview with Thomas's mother, Melody.
I don't know what happened to her that night. I didn't hear anything. The dog didn't bark. Thomas didn't hear anything. People think I threw Thomas under the bus. They think I didn't protect him. I didn't protect Kaylee. I should have done more.
Thomas Cogdill says police forced him to confess to the murder of his younger sister, Kaylee, when he was just 12 years old. So what really happened that night? Who killed that innocent 11-year-old girl? Thomas sadly believes his mother, Melody, is the real killer, and that she set him up for and let him take the fall. She has never been charged with anything regarding Kaylee's murder. She denies she killed her daughter and has never given an interview about that night until now.
The night that Kaylee died, I went to sleep, and Thomas was reading and Kaylee was watching television. And I got back up the next morning about 6. Thomas and I walked into the room. She looked normal, like she was just sleeping. When I took the Walmart bag up, she wasn't sleeping. The coroner told us that Kaylee's death happened in between 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was asleep until 6. I was brought in for questioning. I really don't know how I felt during the interrogation.
I didn't know nothing. I didn't hear nothing last night.
It's like a blank. I'm not saying I blacked out. I'm just saying that there's a lot that I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what medication I was on at the time of this, but I had been diagnosed with bipolar.
He don't sometimes when he gets mad.
What does that mean?
It's like he's not there.
I didn't feel in my heart that Thomas was under suspicion. When they asked to talk to him without an attorney, the first thing I'm thinking is, we don't have anything to hide.
We'll need to talk to Thomas.
I never found out exactly what they said to him, so I don't know how it got to that point where he confessed. Thomas went and whispered to me, "Don't worry, I didn't do it." And then he sat back and he said, "I did it." They took him into custody. I do not believe at all that Thomas murdered his sister. People think I threw him under the bus. They think I didn't protect him. I didn't protect Kaylee. But I should have done more. I did not kill Kaylee. I love my daughter. I love my son. There's no way that I would have done that to my daughter.
What's your reaction to that tape?
She's still trying to get away with it.
You believe she killed your sister?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that just because you were the only two there, or are there other things that cause you to believe that?
Just because what I've heard from police, what I've heard from medical examiners before, I can't come to any other conclusion.
I want to be very clear, because she's not here to talk about this, although we invited her to be here. But she has never been charged with anything regarding the murder of Kaylee and denies any involvement in the crime whatsoever. So I need to say these are just allegations. Jay Salpeter, former New York City police detective turned private investigator, has been involved in over 100 interrogations, and he says he can get anybody to confess to anything. What went on here?
It's a classic case of false confession. At the end of every confession, they give you an out. The out is a lie, but in reality, he went to jail.
So you're saying, based on what you've heard, based on what Thomas says, you think they just bullied him and coerced him?
He was not going home until he confessed, and he wasn't going home. He was going to jail.
Why do you suppose they chose him instead of her?
Because it's taking candy from a baby, who, like you said, who's going to be easier to confess? A child. I mean, it was obvious that he didn't do this crime. He held up very strong. But once he went off, bingo, they took him.
All right, up next, how Thomas is coping now and what I want him to know when we come back. Well, Tina Studebaker, director of the Lance Lurie Juvenile Detention Center, is joining us via Polycom. She saw Thomas when he was first placed in the juvenile facility. Tina, thank you so much for joining us here. You knew from the beginning that this child did not commit this crime. How did you know?
He was just a sweet-spirited young man, and myself nor my staff ever thought that he was guilty of this crime.
You saw something, you felt something different here.
He had been with us approximately 152 days, and he did a worksheet, and he stated on this worksheet that 152 days ago, I confessed to a crime I didn't do to protect my mother. And we immediately sent the information to his attorney, but obviously it didn't help in his trial because they still found him guilty.
You know, we hear so many stories and horror stories about what happens when juveniles go away, but it's nice to pull back the curtain and see that there are real people there that treat these young folks as human beings. And God bless you for doing what you did here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I want to say, you know, we did reach out and invited the Camden, Arkansas Police Department to participate in the show. They replied, no comment. So tell me what's on your horizon right now. What are you doing? What do you want to do?
saving up money to go to college.
Do you have your high school diploma?
I have my GED.
So you're eligible to go to school?
Yes, sir.
And you're still living with your grandfather?
Yes, sir.
And he's been there for you every step of the way, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
And God bless you for doing that, sir. Well, I want to tell you what I want to do. We have a Dr. Phil Foundation that helps kids that have been disadvantaged in a situation, and I'm going to put up a link there for people to have an opportunity if they want to help you get a start and get going as far as your tuition, because I know when you're working just day to day, hour by hour, coming up with $1,000 is like a huge deal, right? So we're going to give people an opportunity to make a contribution to help you get jump started there. And the Dr. Phil Foundation is going to start that with a donation of $5,000 to go towards your education and get you started in that way, because it's time something good happened to you. Don't you think?
Yes, sir.
Would that be all right with you?
Yes, I would.
All right, we can do that. So we want to help you with the school. We're going to put a link up on our website to the Dr. Phil Foundation if you want to contribute to help this young man get a running start back in his life. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
As we go to break, I would like to remember that there was a tragic victim in this, in addition to Thomas, 11-year-old sister Kaylee. We'll share this with you as we go to break.
I thank my sister a lot. I hope she would be proud of me.
Kaylee was a lot of fun. She loved spending the weekends with me and my wife. She loved doing anything that let her get out in the public and run around, shopping. She loved movies, and she was always smiling and laughing. She was actually a pistol. She was a wonderful, loving little kid. It's exactly what everybody would want their granddaughter to be.
One of the things that I want you to know, we've been on the air for 10 years now, and I've always said that I have this knack for getting into jobs where somebody does all the work and I get all the credit. And nothing could be more true than here at the Dr. Phil Show. These stories don't just happen. Our staff works literally around the clock. And today's show, for example, was produced by Julie Ross and her team. Now, she is a senior producer. She has been with the show since day one, 10 years since we started. She was here. And she's produced many of our behind the headline shows, and probably one of her toughest shows ever was teaching me to dance, if you can imagine. I want to introduce you to Julie, but before you meet her in person, take a look at this.
The minute I saw him on Oprah, I knew I wanted to work for Dr. Phil. I've been here for 10 years. I'm particularly driven by the headline stories. This year alone, my team has done things from the suicide of Rebecca Zahau, the cruise ship disaster in Italy, to the double murder-suicide with Josh Powell. One of my most favorite shows so far is when we did a show with Dancing with the Stars. My favorite moment of that show was when Dr. Phil and Robin did this dance. They had one of the pro dancers teach them a dance. And it's really cool to see how much they love each other. The fact that he was willing to go outside of his comfort zone, it was a very precious moment to have in my show. I was a producer who got to do the first intervention with Brandon. My team's been nominated a few times for the Prism Award. We finally won this year. Brooke, my associate producer, got to accept the award. I was really excited for her that she got to do that. I'm really proud of my team. Along with Brooke Turner, I have Michael Lutz, who's my segment director, who's amazing, and my new production assistant, Courtney Holloway. And I absolutely love my supervising producer, Angie Krause. She's not only a great supervisor, but she's a really good friend. Something else I really have a passion for is horses. And right now I have one horse, her name is Malibu. She is a gorgeous Palomino quarter horse, and you can often find this on any given day riding through Griffith Park. I had my own Dr. Phil sort of crisis. My sister passed away, and then my parents both died shortly after that. Dr. Phil and Robin and my executive producer, Carla, really stepped up to the plate for me and gave me time off and, to let me know that to take as much time as I needed. While I feel like I lost my family on one hand, as cliche as it sounds, I really feel like I have gained another one here. When I came back, I brought a little sidekick with me. His name is Reno, and he now clearly runs the office. He's got a girlfriend in every cubicle. I really love my job. The stories that I get to be a part of, these people that we get to meet every day, and the fact that we don't just tell their story, but we actually get to help them through their crisis with Dr. Phil. It's incredibly rewarding, and I can't think of another place I'd rather be.
Well, Julie, come on out. Well, this is Julie Ross, and this is the killer dog Reno, right here. Hey, pup. So, what's the most rewarding thing about being here and working with the stories that you do?
Today reminded me of just, why I feel like I'm meant to be here and love to be here. What you ended up doing for Thomas. I knew that he needed to see you. I knew he needed to be here and tell his story, and I knew it. And then when you came through at the end of the show, that is why I'm here. Thank you.
Anyway, I wanted y'all to know there are real people behind this show that do all the work. So, Julie, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, see you, Reno. All right, I want to thank all of my guests today. A special thanks to Private Investigator Jay Saltpeter. Thank you for your expertise in all of this. Be sure to check out his book, A Criminal Injustice. And for more information on today's show, go to drphil.com. We're going to have a link there for this young man that will be under the Dr. Phil Foundation. Thanks for being here. So long.